Alright YouTube, I have a quick Axis and Allies 1914 video for you today. And this one is going to wrap up our series where we look at each country individually and consider some overarching strategies and things that you'll want to keep in mind when playing those countries. So we've been through Austria-Hungary, Russia, Germany, France, Britain, Ottoman Empire, and Italy. Now we're going to wrap things up with the United States. Now the U.S. Does not get to engage in combat unless they are attacked directly or if Germany declares unrestricted submarine warfare until several turns in. The variant that I normally play is 3 turns in. I know there are a couple other variants out there, which might lead to them coming in on the 4th turn. But I like to go with the tournament rules. It's a little bit faster, quicker movement, or further movement, if you want to be technical, and the U.S. comes in at turn 3. Now the U.S. is able to build stuff, of course, in every turn with its 20 production from its 1 territory. And so, because you have to transport your units across the Atlantic, you want to be thinking about how best to help your allies from your very first turn. Whether that means helping England and or France clear the Navy or clear the North Atlantic, you're going to need to build more surface ships so that you have them ready to go. And maybe you position them as strategic locations so that Germany doesn't have the flexibility that it would like to if it's trying to build up its navy and move through the Atlantic Ocean. You need to be ready. Maybe that isn't something the Allies need. Maybe they're good as far as surface ships go. And you need to get units over to France or over to North Africa as quickly as possible. Well, you don't start with any transports. So you need to be thinking, hey, I need to build transports right away. And I want to make sure that by turn 3, not only am I ready to start shoveling guys across, but I've already started to do so. Let me give you an example. So let's say that you build transports on turn 1. On turn 2, you can now move them. Because this is a friendly seaport, you can move 3 spaces. You can land them in France. You could also land them down here in North Africa, or on the southern area of France, or really if you wanted to, on your 2nd turn because of that movement and the fact that you bought transports on your 1st turn. If you wait, then you're going to be at least a turn behind. And there's nothing in the rules, at least as far as the major variants that I've seen. I'm sure, there are all sorts of different versions out there. But from what I've seen, there aren't typically rules that say you can't land in friendly territory. You just can't attack until, in this case, the 3rd turn. So there's nothing that says that you can't land on turn 2 and then start moving guys forward so that they're at or close to the front lines, either here or down here, and start moving them across North Africa. If you are playing a variant where you can't do that, you could just keep building up along your coast, and then on turn 3, just go, go, go as quickly as possible with a massive force. If you want to start getting units over here, it's possible that you could potentially attack a neutral country. I'm not normally a big fan of that, but if you have a rule that says you're not allowed to land in Allied territory and you're not able to attack a central power, you could always try and maybe take Spanish Morocco and build up here for your eventual push across North Africa. Spain is a little bit more difficult to get because it's worth 4 production, so that's a lot more neutral units that would be placed there. But if for some reason you can't land directly into France or into North Africa, but for some reason you want to build, I'm trying to think of a reason that you wouldn't just build up along the coast of the U.S. and then move. I can't think of one off the top of my head. But if you're feeling left out from all the battles and you just want to attack something, I suppose you could do that. Mainly as the U.S., you're going to be looking to supplement the Allies. Do they need help with the Navy up north? Does France need help defending against Germany, or is your best opportunity to assist to move across North Africa? And that is what you want to gauge beginning on your very first turn. You are last of all the countries, so you should be able to get a general idea of what Germany, Austria-Hungary, and the Ottomans are intending to do, at least at a very high level, and you want to then take that and prepare the best that you can, because everything you do is going to be at least a turn away from Europe and probably at least 2 turns away from actual combat. So you really need to be able to read the field and see what's going on and adjust accordingly. So like I said, this is going to be a quick video. The U.S. just has the one territory, only one direction it can come from. Nobody really threatens it directly. And it can't even engage in combat with the Central Powers for the first few turns. Hope you enjoyed this video. That one with the tanks is still coming. I should have that one up very shortly.